Camera number 361 of 365 is the Minolta 5000. Clearly it's the lesser of the siblings, in the 1000, the 7000 and the 9000, but still very competent and quite a number of features which hopefully we'll go through. Features the Minolta A mount, so autofocus lenses can be used. I did try a power focus lens which didn't work, so note to user there. But I use this particular lens, the 70 to 210, often known as the beer can. And to take the lens off, we just press the lens release. We can get the lens out of the way, focus our attention on the camera. So on the side here, we can select with this slider switch, manual or autofocus, our lens release, and some up and down buttons which we use for aperture, if I remember rightly, in manual mode. But I will check that when we go through it, because we do have some other arrows here, which again will alter, I think, shutter speed. But as I say, we'll come back to that. Our shutter actuation button. So the camera needs batteries to power the all the features in it, and there's 4 AAA batteries housed in the grip here. So looking at the top plate on our right hand side, again as mentioned we have the 2 arrows, our shutter actuation, our on off switch, and we can also push it to a third point to give us some audible signals. And there's nothing on the left until you slide the panel, and then you get access to, you can change ISO, although the camera features DX coding, self timer, and you can go from program mode to manual mode. In the viewfinder on the bottom you have your aperture and shutter speed when you're in manual mode, and indeed these 2 rocker buttons or buttons change the shutter speed, and the 2 side ones change the aperture. So we can put it back in program mode. It's not a shiftable program mode as far as I can tell. I must confess I didn't try it. I mostly went on to manual. Slide the panel back, and then we have our film rewind, which we press and then push in, and then we have a backlight button, which I believe gives us a little bit of exposure compensation, +2. There we go. Film can be placed in the camera by pressing the button and sliding, and you can see our DX coding, and just put the roll in up to the little red marker and close out, and then it will advance. There we go. So a very enjoyable camera. I must confess I like all of these. Obviously a certain mood I'm in when I want to particularly with program, you don't have to think about too much, and the camera does a very good job. It does have a little port, I've just seen this, for a remote, I believe. There we go, yep, little remote there, which I do have. Didn't think of using that, what a shame. There you go. So that's the Minolta 5000, and that is camera number 361 of 365.